Hi, I'm Colin with Agriland and I'm here with Flor Ryan of the Irish Texel Society, and he's here to tell me a bit about how the breed has been performing in 2023 so far. So Flor, how have they been going this year?
Texels in general are going very well this year. Look at where the whole commercial sheep scene is going. We just weren't expecting the year we're after having with ram sales and that. The Texel breed is in the country over 40 years now, but it has gone from strength to strength in the last 4 to 5 years. They've gone very, very popular. We've probably at record levels with membership in the Texel breeders. I think we're in that 460, 480 bracket now of registered breeders in the country. So they're very popular with anyone signing up to breed new breed, pedigree breed. But as a breed themselves, look, they're bred for their lean meat and their extra muscling and their shape. They're putting that extra conformation into the carcass for factory lambs or butcher lambs, and they have that slightly better, slightly higher kill out rate in the factory. So they're hitting all those kind of bonuses with the producer groups and that, and they seem to hit the target just nicely. They're a great breed to work with. They're a very docile breed for farmers to use, and when the lambs off those Texel rams are born, they just seem to be that bit livelier when they're born, and they're up and sucking and a bit less labour involved when using that ram. And also there's another wonderful thing they have throughout their life. They kind of have this worm resistance trait. They're a very clean sheep to work with. There's very little dagging that goes on with the breed when they're on their crossbred yos. So, and as regards the breed in the popularity, they're equally as popular with the hillman as the lowland yos, because the lambs are just so hardy. And I suppose, for want of a better word, you could call them a dual purpose breed. They're very popular as regards Texel cross yos to use, or for producing the meat lamb in the factories of the butcher. So it's a kind of win-win on both sides, you know.
So Flor, you just mentioned there that they might be suited to crossing with kind of more mountain breeds. So yeah. There would be good interest of the Texel all across the country, would there?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Lowlands or highlands, very popular. When they're crossed on the horn yo in the mountains, the offspring is kind of known as the Hill Tex yo, and they're very popular, and they're getting that premium in the marts, even as yo lambs or those Hugget yo sales that have been running on the last 2 or 3 months. Those good Hill Tex yos are well fitted to make as much as any other.
And so, Flor, across the year, then you mentioned that Mart sales, factory sales. What kind of prices have farmers been expecting maybe for their spring lambs?
Sure, look, it probably started in the high there in the start of the year. You're getting into those. There's 2 Muslim festivals, that's Ramadan and the Eid festival. There's a serious trade for lambs for those 2 festivals, and everything sells. But that Texel cross lamb will always get his premium, either mart or factory. And at the moment now, look, it's a little bit. It wouldn't be the most popular thing to be talking about. The lamb price is just not. It's probably €1 a kilo behind where it should be at the moment for the cost of production. But with the way of meal feeding, and like after a lot of rain at the moment, a lot of men have switched to meal feeding, and that's a very expensive way of finishing lambs. So but at the end of the day, when you're selling a batch of lambs, if you have Texel lambs in it, they'll hit the premium, and they'll be the most popular in the live market or in the factory or the butcher.
Yeah, that's certainly something I've been hearing from processors lately, is that there are lambs coming in underfinished, not as well fleshed as the factories would be looking for. But you're telling me that the Texel, it could potentially be avoiding all that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Well, if you put a Texel on your we'll say your traditional stuff across yo, that Tuller type yo or Boris yo, or put it on your horn yo, it'll have that little bit of bloom on it and an easy finish, and it's just when it's so clean as well, a bit less labour involved in dosing and all that. So the expenses kept to a minimum there.
And so recently there, you had the multi-breed ram sale from Sheep Ireland, where Texel was the most popular ram sold at the sale. So all those rams are now just gone all around the country, so you'd be expecting to see a good spread of them.
Ram sales this year have been very good, I have to say, and Texels in particular. Even in any of those multi-breeds, obviously the biggest multi-breed sales in the country now, run by Sheep Ireland, 600 rams in it. There was 170 or 80 Texels entered, 148 turned up, and 146 of them sold in the ring that day. So kind of, we talk about 99% clearance is unheard of for a lot of breeds, but it's just Texels were very, very popular on the day, and it's great to see farmers with putting such confidence in their breed with the price of commercial lamb at the end of it, not as good as it should be, but it just seems to be a big switch to the breed, and they're obviously doing the job on the ground, and glad to be part of it, because I had sheep there myself, and look at it, it was just a wonderful sale, a lovely atmosphere, and people just buying what they want. But the idea of the multi-breed is that if most farmers will buy a couple of different breeds of rams and get them all, do all their shopping in the one day, plus to have the performance figures to match. And you're talking about sheep, out of the top 40% in the country, they're either 4 or 5 star. They have to be 5 star in one of the categories, so you're talking sheep from the top 20% probably in the country. So, it's the sale has gained serious popularity because of that alone, and farmers are coming with the willpower to invest in the future in the lambs. Look, you buy a ram, pay your £1,000 or £1,200 for your ram on the day that happened on that day, but like any ram given a good service should be given 3, 4, 5 year service, and when that's split over his crop of lambs, it's not the most expensive thing in the world, and they seem to be getting value for money when it's spread over the ram's lifetime.
And so for people keen to maybe get their hands on a Texel ram or a Texel ewe, would there be any upcoming sales maybe towards the end of the year or even 2024?
We have some 5 or 6 sales left for this year. They're what we call club sales. They're still, and we have a list there on the board behind you. But there's Carn Ross, Selvin, there's Raffone, Donegal. Have 2 more sales held. If you just follow Texel on Facebook or on their website or on the national press, there'll be always adverts for the sales to come up. But the ram sales finish up around that first, second week of October. And next year we'll be looking forward to our Premier sale again, starting on the 2nd Saturday of August. That's when it starts for our society. The 2nd of August every year is our Premier sale in Lesson, and followed on 2 weeks later by the Sheep Ireland sale again, and the wheel keeps turning and on we go again.
Perfect.
We have in-lamb mule sales, I suppose, for anyone that's thinking about joining the breed, that they're kind of all in December. The last 2 weeks of December, most of the in-lamb mule sales are. There's 7 of them for this year, I think, organised by the different regions, and they're usually in-lamb shearings or ewe lambs, so that's where people can get some new stock to start their flocks, or either put additions to their existing flocks, whatever.
Brilliant, Flor. Thanks very much for telling me everything.
Much appreciated, and many thanks for coming and having us and having a chat. All right.
Thanks very much.
Thanks, man.